respected chief guests, guests of honor, dear friends. Having been born and brought up in Bihar and educated up to the bachelor's level at Hyderabad, I am more fluent in Hindi and Telugu than in Tamil. I started my career as a scientist with a PhD in biochemistry and won some international acclaim for my research papers. Dr. Krishnaswamy has written in his book, An Unlikely Chemistry, Autobiography of a Couple, about how I switched over to documentary filmmaking from a very successful career as a scientist after our 3 children were born. When my commitment to continue my career as a scientist was obstructed by the national policy of reservation, by which even in academics and career, the choice was in favor of the reserved, not the deserved. I was getting frustrated with my work as a scientist. I admired Babu's, that is the nickname by which we call my husband at home, dedicated work as a documentary filmmaker. History is his first love, and normally we would expect that his nationalist passion would make him a politician or a professor of history. But he had chosen documentary filmmaking and made it a national and even international success in his career. I least expected that I would join him in his documentary production company. I am tempted here to quote Kabir, "Lali mere laal ki jit dekho tit laal, lali dekhan main gayi, main bhi ho gayi laal." Kabir says, my God's Leela is everywhere. When I came to see him, my identity got vanished and I became one with him. Babu's influence of love for history and documentaries have been so contagious that it made me change my track. My experience as an interpreter from Hindi to English helped me to observe him at work with nationalist passion and involvement when we filmed Operation Blue Star on a sudden assignment from the Government of India, gave the feeling of experiencing Indian Army in action, and how Babu went into the depth of the problem of Punjab movement attracted me to a career outside science. Within a short period thereafter, I became the producer of all the documentaries and television serials, while Babu continued to write and direct most of them. The philosophy of the company from its inception is, we film to build bridges of brotherhood, we shoot to destroy walls of prejudice. Has not been a mere slogan at any time. We have been following it with a missionary zeal. While documentary in the Indian context at that time meant giving a visual representation to concepts of a sponsor, more often the government and sometimes the corporate sector. Our philosophy has been that we make films we get interested and involved in. The idea originates from us and takes shape sometimes within weeks, sometimes within decades, depending on the magnitude of the work involved and the involvement of sponsors in our concept. On a few occasions, such as the production of a film on 5,000 years of history with the working title Where Centuries Coexist, eventually released under the title Indus Valley to Indira Gandhi, he took very high risk of investing borrowed money. With regard to our passion for expressing ourselves through our films with God's grace, I would say we have been immensely successful in spite of facing many tough times. I learned the art of making documentaries in a fast track, and my first attempt to direct a film on the status of women in Tamil Nadu, one titled How They Left Hell Behind, got me an international award at Helsinki. We adopted the famous Tamil comedy novel Thuppariyam Sambu, written by Devan, to Hindi belt. We brought the oldest Tamil twin epics Shilapadigaram and Manimegalai to the national audience in Hindi. I am very happy that Madam Nalini Chidambaram ji is here, and I am reminded she won us the case for, thank you madam, and she won the case for us, and we could produce Shilapadigaram. I remember how she was arguing for us. We produced a 52-episode TV serial on the life of Swami Vivekananda to celebrate our Golden Jubilee, which got telecast in 2013 and had a repeat telecast in 2019. Now we are ready with the Hindi version for telecast during our Diamond Jubilee celebrations. We were very earnestly request Doordarshan to telecast on the national network and ensure that it reaches the worldwide audience. After all, the Tamil soil facilitated Vivekananda to go abroad and make a mark of universal spiritual message in the world map. We refused to accept assignments for production which we considered antisocial, such as our scrapping the contract of producing a series of films on cigarette smoking when the World Health Organization declared for the first time that smoking was injurious to health. This philosophy of adhering to the truth while running a company was described by a foreign friend as Krishnaswamy's company is a non-profit organization, although not by intention. We have not merely survived but also thrived for 6 decades now, and today we are celebrating this moral success. We believed in the German philosopher Schumacher's statement, small is beautiful, and we continue to remain as a small company.